Mariel, if we're going to do a UI UX project for a new customer, what would they expect? How do you start? What are the steps?
There might be some variation or differences depending on each unique project, but essentially there are 5 stages to the design process. Step one is the discovery and research phase. This is where we are asking the questions. Who are you as a customer? Who is your customer? What are your goals as a business? How can we serve the user better to help everyone succeed? This can take the form of user interviews, usability testing of the current state of the product, and just basically aligning on what the pain points are currently and where the business wants to end up. Step two is telling the story of the user's ideal journey. And this can be through the use of storyboarding, flowcharts, low fidelity wireframes, and prototyping. This is the first iteration of the design, and it's probably still pretty rough. And that's okay because at this stage, we don't want to spend too much time doing a really polished page that may end up changing or evolving later. That's why we keep it pretty low fidelity, as you might hear. Basically just means it kind of looks more like a sketch or kind of a more interactive sketch. Step three is testing our hypothesis. So we've created our ideal user journey. Now we're testing it out by observing how real users are interacting with the new flow. And if it needs fixing, we go back to the wireframe, adjust, try again. That's why we wireframe. So it's pretty easy to go back and adjust.
Hmm.
And that's the same reason why we make the designs at all in the first place, rather than
Hmm.
going straight to development, because it's a lot faster and cheaper to change a design than it is to change a fully built out page. Step four, that's when we get into the high fidelity mockups and prototyping. And this is the step that everybody wants to skip to. This is the UI. Everybody wants
Show it to
to,
me.
yeah, everybody wants to skip to interior decorating before the blueprint. But by this time, we get to actually create the polished design. So much planning has gone into it, so much preparation has gone into it, so that you can be that much more certain that once we get to step five, which is development and design handoff and QA, you've already pretty much got a good idea of the success of your application because it
Hmm.
was designed and built with your users in mind. This is where the designs we've created get handed off to the dev team, and the developers have been involved throughout the whole process along the way because we want to keep their input and expertise in the mix to make sure that everybody is on the same page and on board with where the design is going.